Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone. First, before we start on our focus group discussion, let me introduce our member. My name is Dinda Rizka Safira,
My name is Muhammad Robil Rizky.
and we're going to talk about what technology can lead you to. Okay, so first, according to Elon Musk, a person that contribute a lot of technology, the new technology, he said that the advantage of technology is based on making it fit in so that you don't really even notice it. So it's part of everyday life. So what he meant was technology is helping so much that we become live with it. We used to it, and then if we don't use the technology, it feels weird because we already used to. So I'm going to give one example of how technology can lead us. First, we get a better communication. We can connect to people from everywhere around the world. We can connect to people, like for example, I'm in college and my husband at home. I can contact him with my phone, and then I don't have to wait so long to get the answer because on phone you can get the answer immediately. And then if you want to like see his face, you can do video call, and then like you can show him your face, or if you need something that needed to be seen, you can use video call, and then you can also explaining things on text easily without waiting. So how do you think about that?
Okay, I know that you say so many things about technology, that there is so many positive things about technology. I know that what you say is positive, but there is also many negative about the technology, right? You say that like maybe people, you already said it, that people can live without phone or something like that. You say there is one of the positive, right? But I say it's one of the negative because of the phone. Now many people just think that if they have a phone, they can live. But but the thing is, the only people that thinks like that is not only the adult but the children, and that can really disturb and destroy the children grow up. Like now in this generation, many children just from below 7 years old already playing phone, and that was not considered very good for me, and that is very negative if I was thinking from my experience itself. Just if I have a cousin that have 7 years old and below 7 years old. My own cousin is already wearing a glasses because they play phone almost every day, and they have a weak eye now because of that. I don't really think that the using of phone because of the technology is one of the good things that you just said.
So, your example was your cousin that he used too much phone, and then like he have something wrong with his eye because he used too much phone. So that's actually our job as an adult to remind the kids to not really attach to phone. Like if we can make timer of how much time you can play, and then like you can teach them how to use the phone better, and then you can actually, if we focus on phone, actually nowadays kids or grown up or everyone that can use phone actually can get a lot of information from internet. So if we see at the positive side, actually like phone is actually a good help because sometimes we don't know things, and then if we don't know, we have to know. We try to find out. But if we try to find it on books, it's gonna be hard because we have to look in for it, like what kind of book, and then like how to find it. We have to buy the book first before it's like that. But nowadays we can like just find it on the phone. So I think it's a good thing that we have fun, but we just have to watch how to use it and then how to use it in the right way. I think like that. How do you think?
Yeah, but you already said yourself, because we have a phone, we can access to many information that we don't need to buy a book or something like that. But the thing is from my own experience, is I think buying book is one of the better ones than rather just seeing it on the phone. First, the book is only really just describe what is the information, what based on the books itself. So there is not such a thing more information or useless information on the book, right? But on the phone there is something like ad or information, not just on the what things you search. So you already said it that the children can help by searching the information, but the thing is, in the phone there is not just good information, there is also bad information. Because of that, many children have already learned the bad word and already run the curse word. Even in my own neighborhood, the children always use the G word, the bad word, right? G word, the F word, even they already can say it. Even though I know it is also good because they can speak English, but what they learning is not the good English, but the bad English word. So I don't think it's you can say it's very good on its own. I know it's not as positive, but I think it's have more negative in it.
Yes, you are right. We actually also have a negative side of using phones, but as a parent, as an adult, we have to maintain. We have to keep looking. Like we have to, we have to look what they do on the phone. That's our job as an adult. And also, not only phone, technology is actually, there is like a lot of technology. For example, now you can like improve healthcare. Like you can diagnose everything easily, and then like you can know where's the good treatment or the right treatment on the health. Like before, it's so hard to diagnose people. Like when they sick, what are the ill and whatever like that. But nowadays you can just like, for example, you get your blood checked, and then you can, because of the technology, you can like you can know easily what is the ill of your body. So I think that's actually also one of the good things that lead from technology. How do you think?
Okay, I agree. Or if only the technology that you're saying is on the health improvement, I agree that the technology is helping on the health improvement factory. But if you're talking about the physical health, yeah, it's improving. But if you're talking about the mental health, no, I think the technology is not really good at improving the mental health itself. I think it will decrease the mental health of the person that using the technology. Doctor only use the phone just for their work, right? But the thing is, the patient is not. So there is also, just from my experience itself, I already see many people just by reading the story their own mental. If they're like fighting against other people in the social media, or they're just sharing what they're doing in their life, they get criticism or something that is destroying their own mental. So I don't really think you could say it's on the very good on the health side either. If you're talking about the physical, yeah, it has a big improvement, but you're talking about the mental health, it's really just the negative, I think, on the technologies.
Yeah, but if you talk about mental health, actually nowadays we have HaloDoc. It's like you can check your mental health and then you can talk to the doctor on the phone. So, for example, you are an introvert, you are having a hard time to talk to people. So, phone is make it easier to contact the doctor, and then the doctor can help also for diagnose whatever your mental health problem is and helping you from far, because you're having a hard time talking to people directly. And then I think it's more efficient for people. It's you don't really have to go to the psychiater or psychiatrist and like go to the hospital. And I think it's also faster because some people is if we don't act fast, it's gonna be too late or it's too late. So I think phone is also helping on that. And then let's talk about other else from the health. Okay, so I think internet or technology are also helping us for learning. Nowadays we can learn everywhere, and then we can like having like a Zoom meeting, Google Meet. We don't have to see each other, face each other like in the one room. And then like we can get the test easily, so because we can send it to the lecturers or the teacher easily on phone or laptop or computer. I think it's also one of things that technology can lead us to. How do you think?
Okay, I agree and understand that it really helps when there is a Zoom, especially in the COVID-19 season. But the thing is, because I'm one of the people that school when there is a COVID-19 and always use Zoom and Google Meeting, I think the thing is, if you learn it on just using the Zoom and Google Meeting, it decrease your thinking itself on the learning. So normally, if you learn it, you get learning it fast because you can ask the teacher or something like that. So it's just really fast if you just hear it from your ear. But the thing is, when you're in high school or school to begin, when you're doing Google Meeting or Zoom, the teacher don't know what you're doing behind the computer or behind anything you do. Because the thing is, maybe the student that the teacher is, there is one that is listening very well and they will understand everything what the teacher says, but there is also a student that just go maybe sleep or play games while the just put on the Zoom, right? So I know what you're saying, but the thing is that what you're saying is just based on the person itself. If the person is diligent and thinking that they want to become smarter, so I think that person is really good on maybe doing Zoom or Google. But the personality has many things, and I think maybe more person is more lazy than average person. If we're talking about the average person, I think average person more lead to lazier people than the serious people. So I think that is more negative than just the positive of the you say. I know what you're saying, but the thing is, people are just maybe lazier than average.
I understand what you say, but it actually depends on the people. The technology is actually helping us, but it depends on the people. Like for example, you say that if we having a Zoom, there's some people playing games or like doing something else. Again, the technology is actually already helping, but some people just didn't use it right. So I think the technology is good for the learning. And then let's try to talk about something else. So technology is also helping us to do like environmental protection. What I say is like, if you live near beach and then like if there's like a tsunami, the technology nowadays is have like alarm. So people before the tsunami is actually happening, people get the alarm like, oh they are like managed to run or save themselves before the tsunami actually coming, or like earthquake, and then like the mountain, like the mountain is exposed like that. Like because of the technology, we can detect the environmental things, so we can protect ourselves. We also can protect the environmental. How do you think about that?
Okay, I agree on that statement, but the thing is, what you're saying is that is just only for a few countries that has that, alright? Not many countries has that technology, but I can just assume anything of that. But what you're saying is very helpful to detect any disaster that is coming and can inform the people. But what on my mind is, do you know what kind of item or anything that is used to make that technology itself? It's from like kind of metal or something like that, right? And the thing is, the metal and it was mine or something like that. So it's not very good because if you mine too many metals or something like that, it also can destroy the environment. And also the thing that you say can detect disaster, it also use like some kind of supersonic wave. And if you put it in the ocean, there's also an animal that use wavelength. And if the animals use the wavelength and just got disturbed by the wavelength of the item to detect disaster, it can really destroy the sea environment, not just the land environment, because of the many mining and for the materials. So I think what you're saying, we human just trying to make ourselves life better, but the environment is getting worse because of ourselves. So I think it's more negative than just a positive, because you destroy two environment just for one sake of you and just protect it.
But what I know is we also trying to prevent that. We don't only like trying to destroy, like we can like accidentally destroy the other like animals or anything. But what I see, what I know is they also try to prevent that and like make the negative is less than the positive. So they try to make the place is safe for both, for human and also for animal. Okay, let's try to talk about something else. How about nowadays, because of the technology, we can have a lot of jobs. Like for example, you can become a digital artist. Like me, you can find client online globally. You don't have to like. You can find other job like easily because of the technology. And then also because of the technology, we can have better transportation. For example, we have GoFood. We can get food easily and faster. And we also have like Gojek or Grab. So we can go to everywhere, anywhere easily with only phone. And then like we can also have GoSend or GrabSend, like we can send in stuff from our phone faster and easily. I think it's actually also one of the things that technology can lead us to. How do you think?
I think the technology is good on that because we can add more jobs and something like that. But the thing is, the technology is not just adding more jobs because of the technology. It's just like virtual artist or something, or hacker or IT thing, IT like kind of thing. There is also someone that lose their job because of the technology. The technology is not gonna stagnant just this year or something. It's going to continue to grow after the year, and especially there is a development like in Japan. There is an AI and robot. The thing is, if we're talking about the more jobs, I think the technology itself will change the people, and there will be no more jobs for the human itself. So I think if you're talking about technology help the human, it help on the for now because there is more job for now because their technology is growing. But if we're talking about the future, there is many more artificial intelligence and robots who just change the human, and there will be many people that lose their job. So if we're talking about this positive, it will be only just for now, and the negative, it will be the future will be more than anything that you just said.
I get your opinion, but you know, when I went to Japan, there's actually like a cashier, like an AI cashier, and then like but there's still human on the back that controlling the machine. So I think human is also still needed, even how grow the technology is. We cannot delete human. We need human to fix the robot, for example. We need human also for like maintain the AI or the robot to be kept correct, because they cannot do it themselves. They still have to get fixed too. And talk about the cashier. Also, technology is also helping us for saving money, like from far. Nowadays we have like this online bank, so we can maintain our account, our money online. So we don't have to be like going to the ATM to take the money. We can just send it from online, so we don't have to take the money and meet and then do the transaction. We can do it online now. How do you think about that?
Okay, you're talking about the online banking, right? The thing is, if we're talking about online banking, there is also a loophole, or I say the negative side on the online banking, because it is online, so it is really can get easily being hacked or being warped or by something like hacker, right? So if I was wanting to collect more money, I think I will be more used to. I will be, rather than just putting the money on the banking account, I will better just pull it and put it on my safe, so it will be more safe rather than putting on the online banking account, because the online banking account is not just good. Maybe it's good for like maybe 50 million or 10 million rupiah. But if you're talking about much larger money, like 1 billion or something like that, I think it's better just to keep it in your safe rather than the online banking. Because there is an accident, right, in our country that we lost data and many people lost their money or their own data. If that was gonna happen to the banking, you will maybe lose money and you don't even remember how much you put in that account or something like that, and there is not really a thing, or maybe you can say they will take it back or give it back to us, the money that we lost. So I think it's better just to put the money in the safe rather than just making it a lot. So I think what you're saying is good, but I rather put it on the negative side.
Okay, so about the money that we can get our data breach, that it's actually one of the risks. You know, if we do something, there will be a risk. Something simple, something big, we always have a risk. So actually, I think that is one of the risks that can happen if we put our money. But the data breach is not always happen. And then mostly the bank is take responsibility of what they lose. So I think it's still safe to believe the bank to manage our money. Okay, so in the conclusion of everything we talk about, I think technology is helping us a lot. But not only to mention the positive side, the technologies also have negative side. So it depends on us, like how we use it, how we manage it, and then how we try to maintain the technology. Okay, I think that's all from us. Thank you so much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi